following report has been approved by the Feline Management Council. The opinions expressed herein are those of Mika, Koji, and the millions of cats silently judging humanity from windowsills around the world. The human narrator has been permitted to read this report because she possesses opposable thumbs and opens the cat food cans. Welcome to another episode of the Cat Whisperer blog podcast. I'm your host, Annie St. Germain. Today's episode is the Feline Management Report. The hits just keep on coming, and so do the hairballs. This episode is adapted from an article originally published on the Snarky Cat Boutique website on April 19th, 2026. So find a comfortable chair, share it with a cat if you're permitted, and let's dive into this week's report from the Feline Management team. Emergency meeting of the Cat Council. The meeting was called to order at precisely 6:17 a.m. this morning. Chair cat Mika arrived fashionably late because breakfast had not yet been served. Koji had already taken his seat, quietly judging the room from atop the cat tree. As for the human, she was allowed to attend because she knows where the treats are kept. The first item on today's agenda was the same as last week's: humanity. Once again, our two-legged staff has managed to turn another perfectly good week into an impressive display of confusion. Wars continue simmering, politicians continue performing, experts continue disagreeing, and social media somehow finds new ways to turn ordinary disagreements into Olympic-level competitions. From our vantage point, on the back of the couch, we have one question: who keeps letting these people run things? Another week, another human masterpiece. Every week we hope for signs of improvement. Every week humans lower the bar and then somehow crawl underneath it. Cats operate under a surprisingly simple code: eat when you're hungry, sleep when you're tired, protect your home, attack only when absolutely necessary, or when a suspicious shoelace enters your territory. Humans, on the other paw, have adopted a far more complicated system. Sleep is optional. Outrage is mandatory. The loudest voice wins, regardless of whether it has anything useful to say. Problems are discussed endlessly while actual solutions wait patiently in the corner like an ignored litter box. Watching this unfold is exhausting, and we're not even the ones paying taxes. The great human operating system. Take the economy. Humans have created a financial system so wonderfully complicated that even the people running it often need someone else to explain it. The market goes up, the market goes down. Television personalities point at colorful charts. Everyone panics. Yet somehow the price of kitty treats keeps climbing, along with the gasoline required for our human to fetch those treats. Explain that one, Karen from accounting. Cats solved resource management centuries ago. If the food bowl is empty, you fill it. You don't schedule 6 committee meetings, create 3 focus groups, commission a white paper, and argue for 6 months about the philosophical implications of kibble distribution. Empty bowl, fill bowl. It's almost embarrassingly efficient. Why cats don't attend committee meetings? Then there's the endless arguing. Humans will devote hours to winning debates that change absolutely nothing. They argue online, at work, at family dinners, and sometimes with complete strangers they will never meet again. Meanwhile, real problems sit quietly in the corner, waiting for someone to do something useful. Cats have a different philosophy. We'll share a room, we'll tolerate one another, we'll occasionally sit close enough to suggest friendship. Committee meetings, however, remain beneath us. Mika believes breakfast should always arrive on time and has filed 17 formal complaints this month. Koji's official position is that if a situation becomes too noisy, it's perfectly acceptable to disappear under the bed until everyone remembers how to behave. Frankly, Koji may be onto something. The greatest lesson. Perhaps the greatest lesson cats can offer has nothing to do with hunting mice or mastering the perfect nap. It's knowing where to place your attention. Humans spend hours doom scrolling through one catastrophe after another and then wonder why they feel anxious. Cats notice danger, respond when necessary, and then return to living their lives. Bad vibes? Leave the room. Too much noise? Find a sunny window. World feels upside down? Stretch, breathe, and remember that not every headline deserves to live rent-free in your head. The world really is messy right now. There are genuine problems that deserve thoughtful people willing to work together instead of simply shouting louder than everyone else. If cats were running things, perfection wouldn't suddenly appear. There would certainly be more naps, fewer houseplants, and a national budget measured partly in chicken. But there might also be a little less ego, a little more observation, and a healthy respect for conserving energy for battles that actually matter. Management's final report. So as you head into another week, borrow a page from the Feline Handbook. Observe more than you react. Protect your peace. Save your claws for problems worth solving. Not every loud noise deserves your attention, and not every argument deserves your energy. Choose your battles wisely, take your naps seriously, and remember that a calm mind usually sees what panic never will. Offer kindness whenever you can. The world has no shortage of sharp claws, but it could always use a few more gentle paws. From where Mika and Koji are sitting, humans don't look especially powerful. They look tired, distracted, overcommitted, and more than a little confused. Forever chasing the next notification, the next crisis, the next thing that simply must be dealt with immediately. Cats know better. Sometimes the wisest response is to sit quietly, blink slowly, and wait to see if the problem solves itself. More often than humans care to admit, it does. Life isn't won by running faster than everyone else. Sometimes it's won by finding the warmest patch of sunlight, keeping the people you love close, and refusing to waste precious energy on things you cannot control. Now, if you'll excuse the management team, there's a sunbeam waiting by the living room window. Unlike human leadership, it's warm, dependable, never sends mixed signals, and is exactly where it promised to be. Thanks for spending a little time with me, Mika and Koji today. I hope you enjoyed this week's dose of current world affairs according to the cats and feline nonsense. Before you disappear back into your human responsibilities, do me a quick favor. Hit like, subscribe, mash on that notification bell, and share this episode to help other cat servants find our little kitty corner of the web. Until next time, keep the treats handy, respect the tortitude, and never underestimate a cat with an agenda. May your coffee stay hot, your keyboard stay cat-free, your yarn stay untangled, and your Amazon boxes always arrive on time. Thanks for listening. See you next time.